The Department of Defense allocated a record $130.1 billion for research and development in its fiscal year 2023 budget. This budget increase has been explained by Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, who said, "We understand the need to sharpen our readiness in advanced technology, cyber, space, and artificial intelligence. The military is paying closer attention to technological advancements that might offer the U.S. an advantage in the struggle, even as it closely monitors the crisis in Ukraine and rising tensions across the globe." This video discusses 6 technological advancements that are revolutionizing the way military around the globe are getting ready for 21st century warfare. A rise in robotics spending. Artificial intelligence and robots are becoming more and more important to the military. By 2025, it's anticipated that the military robot market will grow to $24.2 billion. That represents an almost 11% CAGR. According to reports, the Department of Defense invested $7.5 billion in robotic technologies and systems in 2021. In just 6 years, the U.S. Army's robotics budget has grown considerably, from $17 million in 2015 to $379 million in 2021. 20 robotics programs are going at the moment. In warfare, military robots are useful for several reasons. The most evident is that robots are capable of taking on dangers that might result in human casualties. Robots are also capable of things that humans cannot, like as seeing in all directions, processing information quickly, and being awake around the clock. Robotic dogs are deployed to patrol the grounds at Tyndall Air Force Base. These robots can pick themselves up after falling, climb stairs, and go up to over 5 feet in water. They have also been stationed at the Portland Air National Guard Base and the U.S.-Mexico border. The company that makes the robotic dogs, Ghost Robotics, demonstrated an armed variant of the self-governing robot at the 2021 annual conference of the Association of the United States Army. While there are many advantages to this new robot technology, there are also drawbacks. The conflict over autonomous, armed robots is only getting started. Autonomous weapon systems are opposed by many individuals worldwide, including the governments of Austria and New Zealand. The U.S. is not in favor of outlawing these robots, though. Man-in-the-loop systems, or robotic weaponry controlled remotely by a human, are already in use in several nations. Significant progress in hypersonic systems. Any object traveling at a speed more than 5 times the speed of sound, 761 miles per hour, is said to as hypersonic. Although advanced hypersonic military devices are now being tested and deployed, basic hypersonic technology has been present for decades. The ability of these new hypersonic missiles to maneuver in the air and fly at low altitudes makes them practically hard to track by existing missile defense systems. This is the most prominent characteristic of the technology. With an emphasis on both offensive and defensive hypersonic missiles, Russia, China, and the U.S. have been vying to develop their hypersonic weaponry. In March 2022, Russia fired the first hypersonic missiles into Ukraine for military use. In 2022, the Pentagon allocated $3.8 billion for hypersonic research. This year, they are demanding $4.7 billion. The United States of America successfully launched a test missile in March 2022 and is now developing multiple hypersonic weapons. Furthermore, the Missile Defense Agency's hypersonic defense budget is $247.9 million. Additionally, private U.S. businesses are vying to create hypersonic technologies. Hermes is a startup company that is working on creating a remotely piloted aircraft capable of reaching hypersonic speeds. Hermes was given a $1.5 million contract by the U.S. Air Force in 2020 to evaluate how their technology might be applied to a presidential fleet of aircraft. The military made another investment in 2021 under a combined $60 million deal. Provide wargaming inputs for use in Air Force strategic analysis tools is one of the contract's 5 main goals. The business revealed a $100 million investment round in March 2022, and in 2023 it unveiled its prototype. The increasing danger of cyber attacks. Cybersecurity is a matter of national security in the modern world. Cyber warfare is categorized by military officials as the gray zone. This is the area that separates ordinary, non-violent operations from traditional, ground-based warfare. It is not your normal battle, it's cyber war. Defense personnel find it difficult to stop attacks and to act quickly once an attack has begun due to the amount of ambiguity and deniability. But in recent times, cyber attacks have taken on a larger and more military-like quality, endangering civilians and causing significant disruptions. Hackers and cyber terrorists have demonstrated the ability to bring down vital infrastructure, such as communications networks and electricity grids, whether they are operating on their own or in official roles for other nations. According to one expert, for instance, hackers would only need to take out 9 substations to bring down the entire U.S. electrical grid. According to Gartner, cybercriminals will be able to use operational technology as a weapon by 2025 in an attempt to damage or kill people. The military is putting in place a wide range of forces and groups to both launch and defend against cyber attacks. 4 new cyber-focused positions: interactive on-net operator, exploitation analyst, host analyst, and network analyst have been announced by the Marine Corps. There are military personnel from other branches who are committed to cybersecurity concerns as well. In 2017, U.S. Cyber Command was promoted to the rank of Unified Combatant Command, with over 6,000 military people working for it. The group asked for $236 million in April 2022 to address underfunded priorities. 3D printing provides opportunities for manufacturers and new materials. 3-dimensional printing, or additive manufacturing, is opening up new possibilities for military uses. In January 2021, the Department of Defense unveiled its initial additive manufacturing strategy. The plan asks the military to embrace 3D printing to boost innovation, update systems, and raise preparedness. The U.S. Army is producing new types of explosives with 3D printing. They expect weapons manufactured with this technology to have greater penetration, longer range, and higher velocity. The Army also intends to construct a military truck exterior in one massive piece using 3D printing. The U.S. Navy is experiencing a shortage of castings, forgings, and fittings for its submarines due to supply chain problems and rising demand. Under a Navy scheme, manufacturers of additives that can handle overproduction team up with suppliers who are struggling to meet demand. Directed energy weapons make their way out of the testing stage. Technology that produce a beam of concentrated electromagnetic energy or atomic or subatomic particles is used in directed energy weapons. Directed energy weapons, to put it simply, turn chemical or electrical energy into focused radiation. It does not have a projectile like other weapons. Particle beam weapons, high-power microwave devices, and high-energy lasers are a few examples. These weapons' development first picked up momentum in the early 2000s. They were bulky and heavy, even though they did accomplish the intended result. On the other hand, directed energy weapons have significantly decreased in size and weight in recent times because of their sophisticated technology. Today's directed energy weapons offer several advantages that are shown to be very beneficial to the armed forces. They are usually invisible and silent. They can fire in a trajectory that is almost perfectly flat and engage many targets at once. Current estimates place the market for directed energy weapons at $4.3 billion, with growth expected to reach $10.1 billion by 2026 at a compound annual growth rate of around 19%. The U.S. Navy warships now have Lockheed Martin's high-energy laser and integrated optical dazzler with surveillance AELIO system installed. In late 2022, the technology was first deployed on board the U.S. Prapel. Though more potent 100 kilowatts and 150 kilowatts lasers are available. AELIOS is a 60 kilowatts directed energy laser. 300 kilowatts lasers should be accessible in 2022, 500 kilowatts lasers in 2024, and 1 MW lasers by 2030, according to the Department of Defense. Currently, the U.S. Space Force is creating weapons that will be utilized outside of Earth. One area under investigation is directed energy weapons. An Air Force general acknowledged the Space Force is creating these weapons to attain space dominance during a Senate hearing in 2021, but he would not provide any specifics. According to reports, Space Force is developing 3 lasers, but it may take another 20 years before these weapons are used. Military operations are investigating the use of laser technology as a defensive tactic in addition to employing it as a weapon. The 2022 National Defense Authorization Act authorized the Missile Defense Agency to conduct research and development related to laser technology. There had previously been an active program of this kind, but progress was halted by funding cuts. In 2022, the Department of Defense asked for a minimum of $578 million for directed energy research and an additional $331 million for the purchase of directed energy weapons. Thanks for watching. Kindly like and subscribe for more videos. In the comments section below, please tell me how many you discovered.